At one point, it was a surefire thing that if a villain was showing up in a Marvel Studios property, they were probably going to be killed off. It's good to see that these days have long been behind us now, so with John Walker surviving the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and officially taking on the mantle of US Agent, what exactly is next for that character? Well, let's hear from the actor Wyatt Russell himself. In a recent interview with Vanity Fair, reflecting on his time as Captain America and taking on the mantle of US Agent, Wyatt Russell talked a little bit about this journey, specifically saying that hopefully people now by the end of the series saw what this character was doing, what shaped him into who he became, and the journey he went on. And he hopes that people understand where he came from, why he did the things he did, and whether or not they agree with him or don't agree with him in a full or semi-full type of way, that he hopes that they understood something about the character. And then he talks about the future, talking about US Agent, saying that he believes that his days playing US Agent are not over and that he will be back. Now, of course, this is one of those things where he's not necessarily going to just say, oh yeah, guys, don't worry about it. I'm in Avengers 5, or I'm the villain of this, and I'm gonna appear in Secret Invasion. He can't do that. That's not his thing to do, because he probably doesn't even know, I'll be honest with you. He might know one appearance, or he might not know anything, because that's how Marvel Studios does it. But it's quite evident, as he says it, he's here. He will be US Agent again. It's not a one and done thing. They're not just going to leave that plot thread hanging, especially with the people he's connected to. But in due time, we're going to know what's next. And he says it's one of the interesting things to approach this character in Marvel Studios in the way that he did, because he said he played it as if this is your last time you're going to do it. And he says that that's one of the things that sort of pushed him to do the best he could, because he has no idea if he's going to do this again. And the way he puts it is, Marvel Studios makes a decision once they figure out if it worked or it didn't work. And this is something that I think if you look back at the history of the MCU, you 100% see this. If it didn't work, they're just going to go, well, that didn't work, let's not do any more of that. Again, Steve Rogers, Sharon Carter. That was stupid, they backed away from it really quick. There's multiple decisions like that. I mean, Mandarin is probably the most famous one. And we're getting a retcon on top of that. So it's pretty cool to see that that's how they're approaching US Agent as well. And as he says, well, if it worked, hopefully I'll be back. And I think most people will agree. It worked, and most people cooled off on that character by the time the series was done and want to see more of him. So bring on more US Agent, I say.